Hello again. We're not at our weekly laundromat date today. We just got too much going on and COVID restrictions. So COVID has gotten worse again this week, a lot worse. Gwen follows it and there's a report pretty regular, but what's the latest?
Well, starting Monday, they did put in a curfew from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., which they said was not mandatory, but then they've got military checkpoints up everywhere to make sure you are either going to a hospital or something else, and they are arresting people. The first night it was like 300 in Bangkok only.
It's not mandatory, it's just
Right.
strongly suggested, and if you don't do it, we're going to take you to jail.
So yeah, that and everything closed except for supermarkets, places you can take out or delivery for food, banks and cell phone places, stuff like that. And then they said you can't be in groups of more than 5. So I told them, somebody has to go, so it's me.
Yeah,
You
I don't
guys
think
can
so.
stay together.
I don't think so. I don't know who we would send home, but we're all staying here. It could be worse. It could be
Yeah.
South Africa.
Yeah.
It's we're praying for missionaries that are there. So anyway, the restrictions have gotten worse. They're actually now starting a campaign going into neighborhoods where they're doing forced COVID testing, and they take authorities from the government with them, combined with medical personnel and volunteers from nonprofits. And they're just going into communities and they're testing for COVID.
Fortunately for us, it's only densely populated areas, and we live in a housing development, so we think we're okay.
For now, we think we're not going to get tested. But, a forced testing for COVID is just a step away from a forced vaccination for COVID. Of course, they don't have any vaccines here, so we don't really have to worry about that for now. But that's really what's going on here in Thailand right now. So just be in prayer about that. It's a difficult situation, but we're working through it. And we still have a lot of ministry outreach that we're doing despite. Now, we can't go into people's homes any longer. Just starting last week, we're not able to visit Pakistanis in their homes like we were doing, but we're doing a whole lot online. Sunday morning, I do an English class during Sunday school hour, teach English Sunday school. Sunday night, we have our Pakistani worship service. I usually preach that. Wednesday night, we have a prayer meeting. Also streaming. Thursday night there's a youth meeting. Friday there's a Bible study. So almost every single day we've got something going on,
And that's on top of the 3-hour language school Monday through Friday that he and Lee are both doing as well.
yes, I am probably the least likely person to spend so much time in front of a computer. All my life I've known how to check my email, and that's about the limits of my capacity, and I've had to learn how to use Zoom and use a few other things, and now I'm 3 hours a day, like Gwen is saying, in front of a computer, pretending like I'm learning Thai, which is just worse than actually going to school. But it's what we need to do to get our visas and to keep them and to be able to be here, and we want to be here when it opens up so we can continue doing even more ministry. And we're just making the best of it while we're here and doing the best we can. Visas. So last Friday, a week ago, Lee and I went down to immigration, applied to change our visa from tourist to education visas. And on Tuesday, an immigration official met us at the language school and took pictures of us and the other students. They wanted to make sure that we actually were enrolled in the school, so they wanted a picture. We had to go all the way downtown. It was a 3 hours round trip drive, so they could get a picture. And then I came back, and then we received an appointment for the 27th of July, where Lee and I will go get our education visa. The 29th of July, I take the other 4 in the family down, apply for an extension to their tourist visa. 45 days after that, I can apply for an extension to my education visa, at which time I should be able to put the other 4 in my family as following me. If everything goes smoothly, and what could possibly go wrong? We should be able to get everybody their visa and be here legally and stay here, and then just get extensions and stay in school, and we can squeeze out probably into March, maybe the first week of April, at which time the government is going to require us to leave. There will be no way of extending unless COVID gets so bad there's no airplanes leaving, at which point they would allow us to just overstay. So just be in prayer about our visa situation, and we're hoping to get back to the States and then be able to re-enter under a tourist visa here in about a year or so. So Until next week, thank you all for your support. Thank you for praying for us. And we look forward to making a video for you again next week. God bless you.